Microsoft Defender uses predictive shielding as a proactive defense strategy designed to anticipate and mitigate threats before they materialize. Predictive shielding leverages the broad suite of Microsoft tools, unifying data to infer attack protection and risk, and then uses those insights to prevent compromise. In this demo, we'll show how Defender predicts and prevents identity takeover before it happens. With our incident open, we'll start by playing the attack story. From here, we learn that the attacker is on internet-facing Jumpbox 1 with Alice Morgan's regular credentials. Selecting Device Details for Jumpbox 1, we can find additional information confirming that at this initial stage, the attack is contained since the attacker has no admin access and no privileged credentials. As we dig deeper through the attack story, the next alerts identified are a recon alert on discovery of users and groups and a suspicious encoded PowerShell command. These alerts signify that the attacker is building their own map of the environment to understand where credentials are stored. Minimizing the alert details, let's go through the next alert in the attack and what actions Defender took. First, disruption kicked in immediately, containing Alice Morgan and stopping any further use of this identity. This is where classic detection and response falls short and where predictive shielding kicks in. Defender then raised a predictive shielding alert, which identified the exact devices at risk that the attacker was likely to move to next in order to obtain privileged credentials. As we review the alert chain, we can better understand what drove that prediction. Defender recognizes the encoded PowerShell activity as a precursor to credential access and lateral movement, which is what initiated the prediction. To understand on which assets this prediction applies, we'll return to the attack surface map by selecting Actions, and then View in Map. This opens the attack surface map, powered by the knowledge graph. Here, Defender models how identities are actually exposed across the environment, not just in the identity provider, but across devices, applications, or code repos where credentials are cached or reachable. As we select the plus icon, it opens additional connections of this entity. This expanded view shows us that multiple different attack paths exist, leading from the attacker's location on Jumpbox 1 to multiple devices containing highly privileged entities. Returning to the incident page, we select the Risk of Lateral Movement alert page to understand the outcome. Workstation A and Workstation B are shown as at risk, and the alert timeline gives us visibility into the reasoning behind Defender's prediction. All of the active attack paths that were calculated just in time are also shown. For example, on Jumpbox 1, there are credentials that can authenticate to Workstation B, which in turn is exposing admin Dana and highly critical domain admin credentials. Defender shows you exactly how that risk would materialize in real time. We covered prediction, but Defender doesn't just predict. It leverages these predictions to preemptively harden the specific assets at risk. This is shielding, which we'll dive into now. From the Activities tab of the incident, we gain insight into the specific at-risk assets that Defender hardened proactively as a result of the predictions it made. A targeted remote registry hardening policy, which is a new, novel capability in Defender, was automatically applied to both workstations. This control blocks the remote execution techniques that attackers are often using to obtain cached credentials. To find out how the incident unfolds, we select the Attack Story tab, where the incident graph shows us that the attacker attempted to remotely access the registry on both workstations, just as predicted. Each of those attempts were prevented by the remote registry hardening controls, which then prevented the attacker from stealing stored credentials. Since the policy was preemptively put in place, the attacker immediately hit a wall at this stage in the attack. If we go to Advanced Hunting under Hunting in the Investigation and Response blade, we'll find that Defender didn't completely isolate machines or block protocols. Instead, it disabled the specific attacker technique while preserving business needs. Additionally, legitimate services and operations continue to function normally. Predictive shielding uses predictive analytics and real-time insights to dynamically identify emerging risks and applies targeted protections. To learn more about predictive shielding, visit aka.ms/predictive-shielding. Microsoft Security.